All right, guys, welcome to the JCATS meeting. I'm definitely going to go a little fast here because there's a lot of information. But hold on, I think you're gonna find this interesting. Let's do this. So I'm gonna be arriving in Cebu, Cebu, in the morning. I'm gonna be going over to. Let me see if I can see this now. I'm going to be going over to the airport girls and giving them chocolate, over 14 of those girls. And I love those girls. They're so sweet. And then I'm going to be leaving the airport and going to get a new guitar and my guitar box fixed at Allegra, right? Also, that's where I bought that Maui guitar. If you've not seen that movie, that vlog on the how to buy a guitar, oh my God, that thing was beautiful. And then, my check-in at my condo is at 2. So that should give me enough time to get over to the condo. Now, the things I'm going to be doing are the Serraro, S-I-R-A-O, Serraro PGCS, and the Serraro Garden, which is also known as Little Amsterdam. And on the way there, I'm going to the Temple of Leah, if I'm saying that right. So that's my day. It's going to be jam-packed with beautiful stuff. Unbelievable. Then I'll go back to my condo. And then I've put down, from the condo to the Serraro Gardens is 45-minute ride. So what I do is logistically, when I land in the airport, I'm going to the guitar place because it's literally 20 minutes away. Then from there, I'm heading over to the condo to drop off my bags. Then I'm going on these excursions to the gardens and the Temple of Leah. Let's see. So then from the airport to the condo, it's about 32 minutes. Maybe I messed that up when I told you, but 32 minutes. Oh, yeah. And then from the condo to the gardens is 45 minutes. Buy a guitar. Then I'm going to go to dinner, either by myself or I might find a date. And I might go to buy a hotel. I've kind of already been there, but I've been looking at this place called the Verified Lounge. It's pretty amazing. It's at 22 Floor Avenue building in Archbishop Ray's Avenue. That's supposed to be cool. So that'll end my first day. Now the second day, hanging out with my friend, and that should be awesome. She's super sweet. We're gonna go to Jumalan Butterfly Sanctuary, and that's 10 minutes from the condo, which is cool. And then the next day, I am going to get in a van with Ivy, and we're going to go to Mobile. And I'm renting a house right on the water for $85 a night. Unbelievable. I'm going to have a party there. I'm going to play the guitar. It's going to be awesome. And I'll be there 5 nights. My buddy Ronell, you guys will meet Ronell. He actually happens to be Belma, who was supposed to be on the trip, her brother. He's awesome. He's my brother. So he really is my brother. And not in real life, but he's a really awesome guy. I really respect the guy a lot. He's starting a channel. I'm hoping to help him promote his channel as well. So after we leave Mobile, which will have all that stuff for you guys. Mobile, by the way, Mobile is supposedly one of the most inexpensive places to live in the world. So I'm kind of eyeballing it. Now the diving there, they have the sardine bait ball. And you know what a bait ball is? When there's a big bait ball, and then the animals come in and swipe their tails and knock them out and they eat it. There's these massive sardine bait balls that are really famous in Mobile. And there's 2 islands there. I'm still researching all that stuff. So let's get out of Mobile. When I get out of Mobile, I'm actually heading at 8 o'clock in the morning back to Cebu Pier, where I will be boarding a ferry. Okay, so the ferry is going to Bohol. Bohol it's an island. Bohol's an island. I actually had a girlfriend from Bohol that was breathtaking. She's the one, she was so awesome. She went by Jamaica, but I'm flashbacking, sorry. It was really amazing. Whew. Whew. Anyway, she was from Bohol. And then when she left me, another storytelling, all of a sudden she gets her chocolates from me. You know, we have a great time. And the next day, I think she was with me a day or 2. She's like, oh my God, I just got a text. What's up? My son. Your son? She never had a kid. You should have seen this girl. No, she didn't have a kid. My son's sick. Oh, I'm sorry. Then she's like, oh, well, I guess. I said, you have to trust that your family will take care of your son. You know, empower yourself. I kind of tricked her out of that. Then after that, a typhoon came to her island. This island was right next to me, right? I'm on Cebu or whatever. This island's right there. It's like an hour away. And then she's like, I gotta go. It's a typhoon. She leaves. I look up on the internet. You might have seen this in the previous story. Typhoon in Bohol. There's no typhoon. So I say, can you please? She goes, the rip. Oh my God, the roof just got ripped off my house. What? Wow. So more drama, more hysteria, more, what's that word? Oh my God. What is it called? It's helpless. More helplessness. You're going to see so many helpless stories. Sickness, natural disaster. It's all BS. It really is. It's all a lie. So anyways, I said, hey, honey, I just looked up. There's no typhoon. So she sends me a typhoon picture. Oh my God, typhoon in Bohol from 2021. Okay, let's get back on track. Don't believe the BS. Seriously. Okay, so in Bohol, check it out. You're going to love this. So we're going to go to, and now I'm butchering this name, Balik Asag Island. The port I'm flying into, so Bohol has a south point. It's Tagbilaran City. So I'm flying in. Tagbilaran City is very developed. There's also Pangaleo. I'm going to the Tazir, you know, the little animal with big eyes. The Tazir Sanctuary. I'm actually going to go to I believe the Hinang Danang Cave in Duis, plus a bee farm. I love bees. Doing a Firefly nighttime watch in Loay, Loay, which is on the south point of the Lobak River. Also doing a Bohol country eco-cultural trip, which is the Chocolate Hills, the Lobak River. Like, there's so many things on this trip. Now, these trips are not that bad. They're like $75. And here's a whale shark. And I'm doing the whale shark in Lila, Lila. Now, is this the place with, I have to make sure. Yeah, this is the place. So in Bohol, you guys are going to trip. I rented a house, like a whole house, a one-story house on the beach, which is like probably a half hour or so from the main city. But it has a swimming pool, like I have my own swimming pool, and the ocean's right there, like literally 30 feet from the pool. It's bizarre. So probably some Americans, some British, some whatever, some, you know, some Chinese person, whoever, somebody with some money. I get a British feel because I've been talking to this guy, texting. He just made this oasis and turned it into an Airbnb. You're going to love this house. Has Wi-Fi. 2 dogs are supposed to be pretty cool. So that is Bohol, okay? And then it's a 2-hour boat ride. So from Cebu Pier over to Bohol, it cost me like, I literally think it was 800, which is like, whatever that is, it's not much. 50, I don't know what it is, like $7.50 to go one way to the other. Now I did it online, it cost me like $40. But once I get to know what to do, that's where you guys come in and be like, hey, you don't need to go to this website to buy, just show up and buy a ticket. This thing runs all day. Like, they go back and forth from 6 a.m. to like 6 p.m. all day long. It's crazy. I think they run 2 boats, maybe more. It's insane. So, did I pay $43 a ticket? Yes. For security? Yes. Can I write it off on my taxes? Yes. Now, I want to talk to you guys really quick about, hey, Jax, are you making any money yet? Yes. Why? My YouTube business is a tax write-off. It seriously is a fat tax write-off. Everything I do is for my business, okay? So when people say, oh, you're nothing, you only had X amount of subscribers, it's okay. I'm still growing, okay? Mr. Beast started somewhere. I'll never have 97 million subscribers, but I will definitely have people that are interested in world travel and my storytellings of dating and all the adventures I go on, and I'll save you guys money. A side note about me is I was the only one out of 85 people at my work that I lost the job like last year because they moved it to Tennessee. I was the only one to help people with their 401ks. I probably increased their value on the floor out of 85 people that listened to me. A couple 100,000, maybe 300,000. This was the end of the last president, so there was a lot of money being made. And I told people to park it. A lot of people did not park it, and they lost a lot of money. Anyways, moving forward, we're leaving Bohol now. Getting back on a ferry early in the morning, probably around noon. And I got to go back to the pier, and I have to store my luggage in Cebu. It's about $20 a day. Why is that? Because I can't have more than 10 kilograms, which is what, 25 pounds. I got to lighten my load. So I'm going to another island, and they're like, hey, we're not digging the 30 kilograms, the 40 kilograms. So we're going to offload probably 2 bags and then have 10 kilogram plus a 7 kilogram backpack. These are little island hoppers. They don't have all the fuel to be wasting on your 30 kilogram bag. So I'm leaving, flying out of Boracay. No, I'm flying out of Cebu to Boracay. Boracay. I do have my Bohol miles. So Philippine Airlines, there's Cebu Airlines and there's Philippine Airlines. Seems like Philippine Airlines has their act together a little bit more. They have more coverage. If you're going to be flying a lot like I plan on doing, because I love the Philippines. There's so much to do. It's unbelievable. And the women are beautiful. And if I'm there, I can manage my relationships a little bit tighter, right? Keep my eye on my girl. Probably have her sitting right next to me doing everything we're doing, because I'm a one-woman guy. But this whole dating thing allows them a little bit too much freedom for my liking. So every time I check in, I'll be using this Mando Bay miles number. Then I will be staying, check this out, this is interesting. In Boracay, I rented a place on Airbnb, and this lady was mean, man. She wouldn't give me my refund. I asked a month ahead of time, ignored. So now I have 2 places rented. She stuck me with $165, which wasn't cool. But if you ever use Airbnb, always check the cancellation policy. She's the first person I ran into that there's 0 cancellation. Total greed. So they wouldn't help me. She ignored me, never responded. I told her I'll be waiting to enter your little house to use it. So I have 2 places. I'm going to be staying in a beautiful home, which is hers, on Airbnb. And that's going to be in Aklan, Aklan. It's just a beautiful place out of Malay. The other place I'm staying is actually called Alice in Wonderland. It's right on the beach. Like, it's just, oh my God, it's just awesome. It's such an awesome place. So we'll be staying at both places. It seems like Ivy's digging the other place on Airbnb. It's very classy. And maybe we'll use the Alice in Wonderland place during the day, you know, to do our stuff. And then we'll go over to Malay and stay the night and have a much more luxurious stay in that place. So that's cool. We'll have 2 places I'll show you guys. The next one is I'll be leaving that Cebu store. I got that. Okay, so then when I leave Boracay, which is I'm going to be going to Manila and then over to Palawan. So when you are leaving Boracay, you're at the Cataclan Godofredo Ramos Airport, right? So I leave there and I end up in Manila. I have a 1.5 hour layover, and then I arrive kind of late in Puerto Princesa, which that air code is PPS. So I'm going from MPH, miles per hour, which is Boracay, over to Manila, over to PPS. Now, once I get there, I'll be calling this place where I'm staying at a beautiful Hobbit house. It's insane. It is a amazing Hobbit house. So I will be staying there. And then it's not easy to get a taxi. So I'm going to have to find a taxi cab driver at the airport and get his phone number. Then call me, come pick me up. I'm a little bit remote. Also, the owner of the Airbnb has a driver at the property, so they can take us to dinner and stuff like that. Also, she's made many suggestions on where to go eat dinner. There are 3 really nice places on the water. So we'll be showing that as well. Remember, I show you guys where to take your dates as well. So after we leave the Hobbit home, let's see, where are we at? Yeah. So after we leave the Hobbit home, we are going out of Puerto Princesa. We're going north. We're going to El Nino. El Nino is on the very tip. So Palawan, let's just say, this is Cebu right here. Palawan. I'll show you a map, but Palawan. Let's say this is Palawan. Up here is El Nino, and then up here is Coron. So Coron's got amazing stuff. That's a whole nother adventure. It's gonna take you have to spend at least a week there. It's travel. It's massive. You remember, nothing's close. You got to get a tuk-tuk or a bao or a taxi cab driver. So the Philippines are massive. 7,640 islands, only 2,000 are inhabited. It's crazy. So out of El Nino, we are staying right on the beach. I'm so proud of myself. I could not find a place to stay in El Nino. I think it's a magical place. It's in this cove. Everything was booked. I did find a residency at Mary's. It's a really beautiful place. And so she's super sweet. They also set up 3 trips. I paid for them. 5 islands. And then there's another trip. I forgot what it was, but all that stuff. Let me see. I got this right here. I got your back. So here it is. So she has booked me. Oh, not even here. Well, El Nino is a town in the island province of Palawan in the Philippines. It's beachfront where I'm staying. And, I have a public shuttle and an island tour. So, pretty cool. All right, so then once we are done there, I'll be there 4 days. And remember, why am I doing all this? Because I'm actually trying to look for a home. I'm not digging all the fires in California. I'm not digging how things are going with all the homeless living on the highway. It's just a different place now. So I'd like to be able to spend the rest of my life somewhere where my money goes further. Remember, you get like a 40 to 60% discount on your money there. So that means if your 401k is worth $100,000, over there, it could potentially be worth $140,000 to $160,000 if you pace yourself. You know what I mean? You don't drink like crazy or whatever. Everything's cheaper though. So I think that's it. And then I leave Puerto Princesa, go back to Cebu. It's very interesting because yesterday my return trip was completely completely canceled. They called me and I said, well, what do I do? Well, we don't know. So how do I take care of getting home? She said, when you arrive in Cebu, you have to call this number. Don't talk to anyone. Call this number and they will arrange another flight for you. We've canceled your trip and moved it to Taiwan. Am I worried about it? No, I mean, I can get a room for $19 and hang out, you know, and see Cebu. I might end up doing that. The problem is it would be through the holidays. So I don't want to fly around on the holidays. What a nightmare. I've never wanted to do that. I hope this has been informative. It is a technical trip. I don't know if you've ever seen anyone share anything like this with you, but the nuts and bolts are really crazy. I mean, look at, it's just insane, all my nuts and bolts. It's unbelievable. So stay tuned. Thank you. Hope hope your tribe's well. Hope you're well. Love you. And thanks for your support. Peace.